Hello my friends, my name is Steve Munive with Steve Munive Yacht Sales, and my goal is to help you find a boat, sell your boat, and share my knowledge on anything boating. Let's get into the news. So my website that takes you to get the news that we go over every day has a little issue with it. So it's because I added a new source, which is Trade Only Today. It's really for the industry, the marine industry. Look, daily news for marine industry professionals, but there's a lot of good information in there. So I'm going to start pulling those articles too, and then we'll go over them. So there's a few articles from the last week that let's just go over because it's Sunday and there's really nothing up to date. I was going to do a reaction video, but let's just go over some of the news that was on here, which is pretty interesting anyway. So let's do it. First one is MarineMax withdraws fiscal 2020 guidance. Okay. So I went in there. Basically, they talk about, the company and how the coronavirus is affecting it and all that stuff. But some notable things are, and by the way, I used to work for MarineMax for like almost 8 years. Something like that. Yeah, back in the day. I love the company. They're awesome. Anyways, and they train really well. Actually, if you're a salesperson at heart and you want to get into the boating industry, check out MarineMax. They train their employees really well, and their salesmen, they give really good training, and I think I learned a lot from them. Okay, so look, they've got 59 locations. They make really big waves in the marine industry. But basically, it's about the coronavirus. I highlighted probably the most important part. Look at this. With its strong liquidity position and significant real estate levers, the company, which has successfully navigated through other economic challenges, back in 2008, is well positioned to manage through a variety of ever-changing scenarios. So basically, this article is about how they're evolving and adapting to the coronavirus and some of their locations shutting down temporarily. But don't get it twisted. They are. If I could say one company that adapts very well in the marine industry, it's them. They've got the resources, they've got the history behind them, they know what's up. Something interesting here to just end it. Although financial analysts downgraded stocks for some public marine companies and price targets took a hit, MarineMax stocks remained at a buy status for most analysts. Good job, MarineMax. Okay, so MarineMax knows what's up. They're good. And let's go on to the next article. This one's funny. Well, it's not funny, but it's so cool. Cito sees 300% increase in weekend calls. So, okay, let's go into it. You guys know why. So let me just stop right here for a second. I think since we've all been in our homes and since this whole coronavirus started, like those days that everybody decided to lock themselves in, is when I started getting so many calls from customers that haven't even used their boat in a while. How do I turn this on? How do I stop this? How do I pump this out? I'm about to use my boat. Or they're just calling me, hey, are you on the water? No. Hey, I didn't realize I was the only one out here. There's so many people, So people are boating right now. And even this morning, I got a call from somebody. Yesterday, I got a call from somebody. Like almost every day, I'm getting 1 or 2 calls. So people are using their boats. Look, we've been busy, says Cito. Okay, Sito has implemented social distancing even as it responds to calls for assistance. I don't, I don't know how they do that. It's like, don't worry, we're here to help you. Just don't get near us. um, we operate 24/7. Nice job, Sito. Sito has seen volume and response rates increase at several of its nearly 100 locations. Call lines are about 300% higher the last 2 weekends compared to the same weekend last year. So we're in another weekend. I think this is their third one because that was last week sometime. So they're in the third week, and in South Florida, it's been kind of sunny. Yesterday was sunny. Today it was a little cloudy, but I'm sure people are still out. It seems they're trailering to look. Even when ramps are closed, it seems they're trailering to other cities and towns because they want to go boating. It's true. Okay, read that article. It's fun. Again, it's tradeonlytoday.com. So what else we got? Let's see. We'll get through this. Yep, we will. Public company news. Marine Products Corp., the parent of Chaparral and Robalo, suspends manufacturing. And BMO Capital Markets moves. Okay. Dealers, how has coronavirus affected your business? Well, it's affected everybody's business. Although, you know what I'm doing? I am doing virtual tours. I am literally going on FaceTime. So this is what's happening in my life right now as a yacht broker. I am scheduling somebody to go clean the boat. It's like hard to get somebody to clean a boat right now, but they're going out. They'll go and clean the boat. We'll schedule a time. The customers are going in. I should have taken a screenshot and put it up on the screen, but it was funny. I have the customer with masks and gloves, the family, going to see a boat. Okay, so even though this is all happening and you guys are probably like, why would anybody want to buy a boat? I'm sorry, people are still wanting to buy a boat. There's some bargain hunters out there, and there's some people with money that they still want to buy a boat. So anyways, I was on FaceTime with them, pretty much walking them through the boat. So the cabin was left open for them because, social distancing. They didn't feel comfortable with me there. The owner didn't feel comfortable with me and them there. And so we made it happen. And they were able to get on. I left everything the way it should. I even showed the guy how to turn off the batteries when he left, and that's it, So that was fun. So yeah, virtual tours, it's happening. Do them. Don't stop if you don't want to. Just figure out a way to do it. So let's go into this. I love charts. Okay, so this chart is marine retailer sentiment. So as you can see, that in April of 2019, there was a dip, and it went up, started going up as of July 19th and kept going into January. So the numbers are not out for February or March. I'm curious to see where that goes, So you can read up all about that if you want. Crisis management, we won't get into that. I don't know, I was looking at some stuff here. I mean, you can read up on this. I like this. I like tech. I love tech. And tech and boating is like a dream come true for me. So, Helm of the future. This is just exciting to me. Okay, how do we structure this? Let's go into it. So, Helm of the future. Basically, when was this? Did they say when this was? I should have looked it up for you beforehand. Anyways, CES had Brunswick Corp there at the last CES, whenever that was. I want to say maybe a couple months ago. Anyways, they had the Sea Ray SLX 400E. I actually personally went to go see it in, was it Miami or Fort Lauderdale? It was Miami. Yeah, it was Miami Boat Show, Miami International Boat Show back in February. Back in February, a month ago. So it was a cool boat. It was a cool boat. But so if you went to CES, what they had there was this Helm. It's a 34-inch ultra-wide beveled screen. It's the focal point of the helm, with a joystick and throttle and shift controls to the skipper's right. At a show where video is king, Sea Ray came to play. So that's on a Sea Ray. Look, every aspect of a boat's systems, navigation tools, audio, radar, even text messaging has a place on this screen. But the readouts only appear when necessary or at your command. The content is intuitive and blah, blah, blah. It's awesome. This guy is testing it out and they took a picture of him. But it's so clean, and a lot of customers that like to customize boats do it. Always ask for clean, like to make it as clean as possible. So anyways, look, we wanted to focus more on the future with a purposeful intent of getting away from the approach of arranging 2 flat screen monitors surrounded by 24 separate gauges and a cluster of other cutouts for rocker and toggle switches. Clean look. It's the future. Step into a Tesla. It's a clean look. That's where we're going. We are adding speech and gesture recognition, a critical element since we often point and gesture now. It's true. If you hear any background noise, that's my wife cooking. I hear it. You might too. Brunswick has a 5-year target for bringing the Helm to market. Okay, so 5 years, which is interesting. So people like to do baby steps. It's good to not just go and leap forward so much. I mean, sometimes you can, but if you want to play things smart and the right way, it's good to just kind of take these steps to that point. So the 5-year target seems right. Now, I'll tell you where they're at now and where you can imagine them in 5 years from now. So in this article, they talk more about it. Look, with autonomous boating, that sounds awesome. Autonomous boating. Wait till that happens. It's a beautiful keyword, autonomous boating. I can't wait till that's actually happening. Smart waters, smart waterways. Matt, wait until people know. Oh yeah, smart waterways. Nobody's talking about. Nobody's saying that right now. Smart waterways are probably decades away. Yeah, that's probably true. And one of the challenges would be that all vessels would require smart integration to work together. So it's going to take a long time. But Brunswick expects to be the leader with that technology as it develops. Now, you can keep reading. It looks like they're using the Sea Ray SLX 400E as the model to introduce the beginning stages of a smart boat. So let's look at that boat for a second. And so first, let's look at what Brunswick, which owns Sea Ray, says about their technology. And whatever they're saying is obviously going full force into their 400. So let's listen to that. I hope it's not too loud. Let's see.
We're aiming to be the most formidable, best product development team and facility in the industry.
It's a group of high-performing individuals that are at the top of their game, that are collaborating to get our product to the next level.
It's something we couldn't have even dreamed about 5, 10 years
Thank you,
ago.
Jeff.
When complete, we'll have close to 160 individuals focused on all aspects of product development, from design, research, engineering, DV build and test, which is our prototype.
The boat is the tool, not the
development.
experience. That's a cool saying.
Everything related to product development is going to be here in one location.
And that facility will be supporting primarily 2 brands, the Sea Ray brand
Covering
and
the
Boston
CEO.
Whaler brand.
We talk with customers,
That's
learn
awesome.
about what
That's
they
awesome.
love, what they
I
don't
love
love, and then apply it
that.
to the actual designs.
From fiberglass methods to electronic technologies to telematics. I mean, there's all kinds of different things that we're going to be developing and working to basically make boating better and easier for customers.
The technology is being drawn into the industry through consumer demand.
First came the gunnel. Then came the cutout on the gunnel, which was the dive door. And now everybody's going to the fold down platform of the gunnel. You know, like the whole side of the hull just kind of goes like you just saw. And everybody's doing it. Intrepid just did it on their 477. They're doing it on. They're doing a dive door and a platform. So that's nice.
You think about the industry 10 years ago, joystick piloting, Seakeeper, connected vessels, all of that did not exist.
Things are changing so fast, and there's new advancements in technology that are allowing us to do new things and integrate new technologies into boating that make boating a lot easier for people.
The Technology Center makes sense. It's a location where all these great ideas and great innovations will come together.
We're always looking at the newest,
Wow.
the latest and greatest
I wanna
materials
go there.
Of what's leading the industry, things like carbon fiber
Invite me.
materials.
Get my
Kevlar
email.
materials that
I would
allow
love
us
to go.
take weight out of boats so that we can actually bring more content into the boats, or we can add to the performance of the boats.
Part of this team's mission is to make these boats easier to use and operate, and also to make them more reliable and easier to service.
With this team, we're going to be able to create something special.
We're going to continue to be the innovative leaders in the industry.
I've never heard of anybody not getting a boat because they feared it. However, I have seen people that should not be riding a boat and they're getting it and they're just kind of like, they got the key, they don't know anything about boating, and they just get on the water, and it could be a little dangerous. But for the most part, making a boat easier to handle, to dock, to drive, to an all-around easier boat is going to help. But it won't necessarily stop somebody from boating. The technology now, where we're at now, is not, there's not anybody that's saying, I'm going to wait for better technology. Right now, we're at a good place. But I can't wait to see what comes in the future.
The opportunity to collaborate with the 10 plus boat brands we have, with different engineering groups, and have Mercury as a leader of the industry. It's just a huge advantage.
It's about leveraging the best talent in the industry. It's about relying on the experience
clean.
of everybody on the team.
This will be the most advanced technology center in the marine industry.
Okay, great. So now, fast forward to we were talking about the SLX-R 400E, which this is the one I saw at the show. And so we saw the Helm of the future. Well, this is the Helm of the present that they are claiming is the most advanced now for them. So let's hear what they have to say.
So here at the Helm is we've integrated all of these great electronic features into a very simple user interface. So as we're standing here now, you can see we've got our lights on, we're running 2 refrigerators, we're running our Seakeeper, we're running a 3rd refrigerator down below, and it's all completely quiet. So we've created this great user interface.
That's big, to keep things quiet. That's really big. But everybody seemed to manage to do that now, you know.
Right now it tells me I'm hooked to the shore power now, but you can see I've got this great green bar that tells me how much electric I have left. As this slowly works down through the day, once we hit about 20%, this is going to turn yellow, gives me a great visual indicator. Once we hit 5%, it's going to turn to red. So that's going to tell me right now exactly where I'm at with how much charge that I still have on my batteries.
Right, okay. So tell us some of the other components here that you can control right from here.
Just about everything on this boat. I can turn all the lights on, I can turn all the lights off, I can control the stereo, I've got charts, I've got radar, I've got my engine data. Anything that you want to control on this boat can be done right here with the twin 16-inch screens from Simrad. Complete user interface. I pull in all of my engine data from Mercury right into this screen as well. Dual 4G radar, chart plotter, you name it, it's all right here, complete with digital switching on just about every function of the boat.
Now it's interesting you say that, because although it is digital switching, it looks like you have some backup here in the carbon fiber board.
We do. In the event that you have something go wrong with the electric screens, one, they're redundant screens, so I can control all of the functions from either screen, but also all of my critical functions can be controlled here with manual switches as well.
So what can you control? Look, bilge pumps, windlass, which is your anchor, your horn, anchor, light, the running lights, and then those, I think those are start and stop, port and starboard engine, and then I can't read the rest, but I mean, those bilge pumps are automatic anyway.
In the event you do have something catastrophic from an electrical perspective, I can still raise my anchor, make sure my bilge pump's running, start my engine, and get back to port.
Right, okay, so critical systems do have a backup. Now, some of the aesthetics on here are pretty cool, really neat accent lighting, and I see you have a sunroof.
We do, so you can simply open that up, so on a great day where you want
cool
the sun
accent
in,
lighting.
Retract it. If you're wanting to get out of the sun, get a little shade, you can pull it forward. We've also got an electric shade on the rear
bet it's
that goes all the way
multicolor.
back and covers our rear sun pad as well.
Look at the stitching. I like the upholstery. Yeah, maybe we'll do a reaction video on this boat soon.
It holds 22.
Okay. Somebody's calling me. Okay, I think that's it. That's it for today. So we looked at a bunch of things, and what can I say? That's it. My name is Steve Munive with Steve Munive Yacht Sales, and my goal is to help you find a boat, sell your boat, and share my knowledge on anything boating. You can always connect with me through phone, email, or any of my social media channels. I'll see you on the water. You've earned it. Yeah, we should definitely do a reaction video on that Sea Ray.